Hi guys, welcome back to Tekende Travel. If you're anything like me, you're probably watching a ton of YouTube videos about other people who are moving abroad. Well, in today's video, I wanted to share with you 7 Black expat YouTubers that I follow to help me plan our move abroad. So one thing you have to know about us is that we really enjoy traveling. That's something that we enjoyed doing before we had kids and something that we continue to do even with our 4 kids. I've been really fascinated by YouTube videos of families traveling around the world with their kids, and that's something that I'm going to talk about in another video. I'm going to talk about those families, but in today's video I wanted to talk about those who are inspiring us to actually make the move abroad and to actually stay abroad and have a life abroad. So today I'm going to be talking about 7 Black expats who have already done it or are really close to doing it, who are inspiring us in our own journey. In another video, I'm going to talk about YouTubers who are inspiring us to move to the motherland specifically, but in today's video is just to focus on those who are inspiring us to move abroad in general. So let's get started. Number 1 is Stephanie Perry. If you know Stephanie Perry, you know that she is the queen of house sitting. Her channel is all about house sitting and teaching other Black women how to take sabbaticals and house sit around the world. One of the many things that I like about Stephanie Perry is that she has interviewed a lot of different women from all walks of lives, but who really have that same mission of embracing ease and really like living toxic jobs, for example, and really embracing a life that is, the life of their dreams, whether it's to travel the world, to move abroad, or just take a sabbatical. So you will find a lot of different videos around those themes. So for example, you have videos specifically on housing around the world, about Mexico, moving to Mexico, videos about breakthroughs and mindset work that you need to do before you actually get to move abroad or before you take that leap of leaving your toxic job. So you will find a variety of interviews there that you can relate to. One of the things about Stephanie Perry is that she will have a lot of videos related to business, like creating sources of income, different rivers of income, like she likes to call them, for Black women who want to move abroad, but also YouTube income. And just the full disclosure, I'm actually in Stephanie Perry's YouTube membership, which I really love. So that's one of the topics that she actually talks about. But one of my favorite videos from Stephanie is this one, Move Abroad Help. She's really breaking down how simple it can be to move abroad. We tend to over dramatize things, overcomplicate things, but she's really helping you break things down and showing you how simple it can be to actually move abroad. Black expat number 2 is Rashida Dao. Rashida Dao is another one of my favorites here. I really like her channel because she's very practical. She moved to Mexico City and her channel is Shida's on the Loose. And one of my favorite videos of hers is 10 reasons why I moved to Mexico City. I did a similar video on my channel on the 10 reasons why we're moving to the motherland. I also did a video on the reasons why we were planning to move to Cameroon and the reasons why we're planning to move to Cote d'Ivoire. So those videos were inspired by her own video. Shida was also featured on CNBC Make It, where she talks about her story, and this is the article that talks about how she retired at the age of 39. So it says this 42-year-old saved $660,000 and moved to Mexico after losing her 6-figure job. I realized I could have a different life. So this is a whole video of how she did it. So she is really an inspiration for many of us who are aspiring to move abroad. So I really like her style. I really like that she's really down to earth, very simple style, just like Stephanie Perry. It's really about embracing ease and simplicity and really trying not to do the most, right? It's really about embracing a life of ease that is best for you right now. Another interesting thing you have to know about Stephanie and Rashida is that they are also business partners, and they are the creators of Exodus Summit. If you haven't heard about Exodus Summit, I'm going to link it in the description. This is a summit that they have been hosting for the past 3 or 4 years, I believe. I've attended the last 2, and last year's topic was all about move abroad money. So how you can make money in order to finance your move abroad. That way it's a no excuse kind of situation where they've had experts coming and talk to us about different ways to make money, whether it's to sell courses, to get into real estate, Airbnb to do OnlyFans. A variety of business ventures were talked about during the summit. So this is a great starting point if you want to know more about how to finance your life abroad, because you'll get different sessions on speakers who have found different ways to make their move abroad a reality. The third Black expat YouTuber that I follow to help us plan our move abroad is Adelia Aburashade, also known as Speaky Girl Travels the World. One thing that I really love about Adelia is that she's all about the numbers. She's all about the finances. She's your finance girl. If you really want to know more about how to afford a life abroad, how to make sure your money is in order before you move, and while you're away, you definitely need to follow her YouTube channel. One of my favorite videos of hers is this one, 10 money moves to make before moving abroad. These are things that you might not think about right now as you're planning to move abroad, but because she's already on the other side, this is something that she's telling you now to prepare for while you can, before you get caught up on, things that you don't want to be caught up in, just like repaying student loans or things like that. So she has really, really great information on her channel. She also has great interviews with other people who have moved abroad or who are planning to move abroad as well. And I really like that it's centered on the finances. So that's a really, really good channel to follow as well. The fourth Black expat YouTuber that I follow to plan our move abroad is Krishan Wright. She is the owner of Blaxit Global. Blaxit Global has a YouTube channel as well as a podcast. So this is a great starting point for everything Blaxit related. So if you want to move abroad, but also if you just want to travel around the world and come back home. One of my favorite episodes on the podcast and on the channel is this one, Moving to Ghana. This is an interview that Krishan did with the owners of the company Certified Africa. And Krishan has done all these interviews that actually have also helped her in her own planning, because she is planning to do her Blaxit to Portugal in the next few weeks. So that is pretty cool that she's built here. Something that I really admire about Krishan is that she has been interviewing all these people at the start of the pandemic, because she felt like, all of us, we were trapped. We felt like we couldn't travel anywhere, and we just wanted to talk about travel and have these conversations. So she started her podcast just out of the desire to learn more from other people who wanted to travel abroad and move abroad. She's been planning for her own Blaxit, and she is about to head to Portugal in the next few weeks for her own Blaxit. So last but not least, the fifth Black expat YouTuber that I follow to help me plan our move abroad is Halisi and Rick from our Black Utopia. So Halisi and Rick's story is beautiful and is very, very relatable, even though we're not in the same age bracket. One thing that they share is that they were in their 50s when they realized that they didn't really have solid retirement plans. So they decided to take control of their finances, and then they were managed to move abroad, specifically to Lisbon, Portugal. And on their channel, they have a lot of videos, a lot of interviews with other nomads, other expats who are doing the same thing or aspiring to do the same thing, whether it's to move to Portugal or to move in other areas around the world. I like their channel because they have very practical videos about grocery shopping, finding an apartment in Lisbon, things like that. And they have a specific video that I really liked, which is how to plan a scouting trip to move abroad, retire abroad, Black expat. And this is a video that has inspired me as well for our own scouting trip. And there are things that they're doing or they've done that I did and things that I didn't do. So this is really a good video to look at if you're planning a scouting trip. So there you have it. These were my top 5 Black expat YouTubers that I follow to plan our move abroad. Obviously, there are many more that I follow on YouTube, but for the purpose of this video, I wanted to keep it down to 5. Now let me know, do you know any of these 5 YouTubers or do you follow them? Are there other YouTubers that I didn't mention that you follow like religiously every single week, every time they release a video? Let me know in the comments below and let's have a conversation. Let me know in the comments, that way we can exchange notes and learn more from other YouTubers. And as always, if you like this video, make sure you like it, share it with a friend, and subscribe to this channel. That way you don't miss any other videos like this. Until next time, bye.